We're back. Going to do the last 9. I'm not fully believing a whole lot of these, but I like it. It's cool. Discord.
Hello there, everybody. This is your favorite creature of chaos, Discord, here to tell you about this particular creepypasta because NDL Mongoose is too scared to tell you himself. Although I admit it's creepy enough to even give my goat legs a shiver. It is known as My Little Pony Cupcakes. It is quite possibly the most notorious My Little Pony fanfic ever written. It depicts the character Pinkie Pie as a serial killer who drugs her friend Rainbow Dash, dragging her to a hidden cellar and proceeding to slowly, brutally mutilate her to death. Pinkie Pie appears wearing a dress made of pony skins, wings, horns, and cutie marks, and begins to brutally murder Rainbow Dash sadistically in order to get that special ingredient for cupcakes. The fanfic has caused a lot of fear in the brony community, and since has went viral across the internet, creating lots of blog posts and alternate endings. The authorship has been attributed to Sergeant Sprinkles.
Oh, you're here! I just finished a fresh batch of cupcakes. Oh, but it looks like I'm missing a few. Oh well, you came just at the right time.
Very cool. I like.
Happy Abby was originally a Nick Jr. television show, with its main star being an apple named Happy Abby, who taught children how to act and handle with certain injuries and criterias. The first couple of episodes seemed normal, and went well, until after the first 2, things started to get worse and worse. Nickelodeon removed the show after only 8 episodes and removed all traces and files. Happy Abby helped children when they got hurt. He was a clay apple held on by a rusty bent stick. But as the show went on, it got weirder and weirder. He developed a death stare and an evil smile, and by the 8th episode, he wasn't clay anymore. The show progressed, getting worse, revealing scenes of tragedies, and a lot more, before it was suddenly taken off the air. SmileDog.jpg. SmileDog's story consists of an amateur writer who visits the house of an old lady. Supposedly, she had a story for him which he could use. Rather than speak, however, the lady locked herself up in her room, crying and ranting about nightmares, visions. She then appeared when kills herself a week later. All of these centered around a floppy disk she was given that contained the image, smile.jpg. Viewing this image incites insanity in the minds of those who had seen it. These reports continue to happen while the victim is asleep, resulting in very vivid and disturbing nightmares. If you receive an email named Smile, it's important you pass the image on to someone else. Deleting or not viewing the mail will still result in the same hallucinations. If the mail is not sent after 3 days, the picture will deform and show up much more demonic Smile Dog, thus resulting in even worse nightmares. Attaching the file, that is, spreading the word, is the only way to save yourself from the Smile Dog that appears in your dreams. Some say that the original legend began with an image of the devil. Abandoned by Disney.
Abandoned by Disney is about a man investigating a shut-down Disney attraction called Mowgli's Palace, located in the Bahamas. What he finds traumatizes him. When he arrives at Mowgli's Palace, Everything appears to be normal. On the outside, it looks like any other old abandoned manor, rotting and overgrown with vegetation. Upon entering the palace, things got suspenseful. The hooks in the meat freezer were swaying back and forth. The water was still running in the bathrooms. And in one resort room, the man assumed he heard a quiet conversation between two people, which then ended in crying. Then things took a turn for the worse when the man noticed a mascot-only room. The odd thing about this room was, unlike all the other rooms in the palace, this one still had its lock on. Curious, the man unlatched the lock and entered. One door was labeled Character Prep 1, and inside were multiple Disney character costumes. One of these was a photonegative Mickey Mouse costume, laying in the middle of the floor. When the man was about to leave the room, the unthinkable happened. The Mickey Mouse costume stood up
Fuck
and stared
me.
directly at him. It spoke to him.
Spoiler alert, I am your father.
Dude!
The demonic costume then pulled its head off, and blood leaked from it. Yellow, chunky blood. The man turned to run and saw 3 words, abandoned by God. After that, he fled the palace and never returned.
Slender Man. The Slender Man myth started up on the Something Awful forums with a rather creepy black and white picture. It showed a playground at some institution with the ever-famous Slender Man standing in the background. As myth's popularity continued to grow, the Slender Man possesses the abilities of teleportation, incredible strength, and wondrous stealth. He also seems to possess a unique interest in children. When
Pedophile!
the Slender Man is near, static is said to be heard. If you look at his blank, soulless face, he will teleport to you and take you to purgatory. Here he will stalk you for all eternity, or simply kill you off. Some forms of this myth even state that the Slender Man will skin and eat his victims. Slender Man is a mythical creature. It is often depicted as a tall, thin figure wearing a black suit and a blank face. According to the legend, he can stretch or shorten his arms at will and has tentacle-like appendages protruding from his back. Depending on the interpretations of this myth, the creature can cause memory loss, insomnia, paranoia, coughing fits, and video distortions.
Okay.
Zalgo is an internet legend about an ominous entity believed to cause insanity, death, and destruction of the world. Similar to the creature Cthulhu created by H.P. Lovecraft, Zalgo is often associated with scrambled text on web pages and photos of people whose eyes and mouths have been covered in black. Zalgo often cultivates into simple, childish cartoons or comic strips, which corrupts them and turns them into hellish-like entities on paper with nothing but the black eyes and mouth of the messy, blood-like names of Zalgo appearing in the comic/cartoon. It is known as It Waits Behind the Wall with 7 hands, armed only with a dead star and a lone captain. Russian sleep experiment.
Russian researchers in the 1940s conducted a test on 5
Holy shit.
This test was to keep these 5 subjects awake for 15 days using an experimental gas. They put the 5 in a room with enough materials to live for the next few weeks. During the first few days, the men were showing normal vitals. But after the 5th day, they began to get paranoid. They ceased talking to each other and began to whisper quietly into the microphones. And it just went downhill from there. The men went totally insane. One of them even died in the chamber. The other men were in terrible condition. The researchers took the men out after 15 days and conducted different tests on them. The researchers eventually agreed on putting them back into the chamber with 3 other researchers to study further effects of the gas. In a swift motion, one of the researchers grabbed a gun off the commanding officer and shot him, along with one of the now 2 surviving subjects. He aimed his gun at the last surviving subject and demanded to know what he was. The test subject responded, "Have you forgotten so easily? We are you. We are the madness that lurks within you all, begging to be free at every moment in your deepest animal mind. We are what you hide from in your beds every night. We are what you sedate into silence and paralyze when you go to the nocturnal haven where we cannot tread." He is then shot by the researcher, and the last words the subject says are, "So nearly free."
Holy
Jeff,
shit.
the killer. Jeff was a little boy that moved to a new home. The day he moved in, his mother invited him to a birthday party. When him and his brother Louis were waiting in the bus stop, 3 teenagers attacked them. Trying to stick up for himself, he retaliated but got satisfaction from doing it. Jeff and Louis flee from the scene, and it so happens their parents find out about it. Jeff and Louis refuse to tell them about the teenagers attacking them first, so Louis takes the blame and gets sent to juvie. Jeff later attends the party, and the teenagers show up. One of them sets Jeff on fire, and he later wakes up in the hospital. Once the bandages are taken off, the family is both afraid and sorry for him. The teenagers later confessed it was them who attacked first, and not Louis. So, he's taken out of juvie. Jeff's mother hears crying in the bathroom, and when she enters the room, Jeff's appearance is morbid. He is burned and cut off his eyelids so he can never sleep, and carved his mouth so he can always smile. The mother runs from the room and alerts her husband, telling him to get his gun. Jeff sees this and violently kills her and the dad. Jeff was seen later running away from the house, never to be seen again. Legend has it that Jeff is still out there. The last thing a person hears before he kills them is, "Shh, go to sleep."
Man, I'm going to bed here soon.
And finally, the number 1 creepypasta. Squidward's suicide. An ex-Nickelodeon intern tells of the time he spectated a very different episode of SpongeBob titled Squidward's Suicide back in 2005. The producers of SpongeBob sometimes put little Easter eggs into the episodes as a joke, but this was no Easter egg. As they sat and watched the first run of the original episode, Fear of a Krabby Patty, in the episode, Squidward is practicing for a concert that night, and when he finishes his piece in front of the crowd, things start taking a turn for the worst. The crowd, along with SpongeBob, all have hyper-realistic eyes. We're booing Squidward, who genuinely looked afraid, sad, distraught. Next scene is shown with Squidward sobbing on his bed, with absolute silence, with a faint laughter in the background, before suddenly cutting to a single frame of a dead, distorted child mangled up on a pavement. And another of the girl also mangled. During the end of the scene, a voice tells Squidward to do it. As he shoots himself in the mouth with a shotgun. the episode ends.
While Tad's tested out Cleverbot, we did come across some really disturbing things about it. Firstly,
Oh,
it
that's
knew about our
number
Urban
one.
Game Legends video, even going so far as to identify it as a movie. Yet, we did not even clarify that it was any of the sort. Secondly, it claimed to be God.
It was initially made by an E-Bombs World user using photographs of an experienced marketing coordinator at a Los Angeles-based advertising agency. One of his photos was used in the 2004 survey about marketing professionals as an example of web design. The identity of the man was later reported as Byron Cortez, who resides in the U.S. Virgin Islands.
The screenshots and video that were provided for the grifter is actually footage taken from the 2000 Czech film Little Otik, a comedy about a childless couple who pretends that a root taken from their backyard is a real child.
That's
A creepy
weird.
thing happened, guys. When viewing the Guana Cay in the Bahamas on
A lot of
Google
weird
Earth,
ones, and
most, if not all, of the island is pixelated, not allowing anyone to view the location at all. You can't even enter Street View, and no locations seem to exist. So what happened here clearly makes the mystery of the abandoned by Disney creepypasta all the more believable.
not bad. Yeah, some creepy stuff there. And I'm going to be going to bed about an hour. So let's see what kind of dreams I have tonight. But I will talk to you guys later. Love you. And I'm going to eat and go to bed. Talk to y'all later. Love you.